And we're live!
Welcome back to a brand new Motivation Monday podcast. Yes, on Tuesday, but that's okay because we have some great news for you. Starting with our quote of the day, Travis.
I'm just going to start off by saying it's not too late for Tuesday.
Exactly.
And then quote of the day is, as we grow and progress in life, a lot of things and people need to be left behind, not for malice, but as a necessity. And I'm not even going to try to butcher his name.
Chinonye? No, no idea. I apologize.
It's at the bottom.
So if anyone out there knows how to pronounce his name, comment. So let's start off with kind of dissecting that quote a little bit. It's basically, we've talked about this a couple times on our own, leaving out that toxic relationships and just moving on from those to better your life. Not necessarily because you want to, just because you need to in order to get head straight and your life straight. So I think that's what this person is talking about as well.
Yeah, like your friends in high school are not necessarily your friends after high school.
Exactly.
You got to move on. You got to grow as a person. And if somebody is holding you back, tethering you down, handcuffing you to the wall,
Sure.
yeah, sometimes you got to break those ties.
Exactly. And speaking of breaking ties, what's our first good news exercise story of the day? Oh, I just said it. Exercise.
Oh, whoops. So basically it's saying doing exercise in the morning as opposed to later in the day can help stave off cancer.
Okay, I mean, that makes sense. So the study was conducted on almost 3,000 Spaniards.
That's quite a few people,
That
actually.
is quite a few. To have a remarkable, outcome from that amount of people. What is that saying?
Just interrupts your circadian rhythm.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, it makes you, helps you wake up a little bit better when you exercise in the morning compared to at night.
I feel like a part of this study, which is properly.
We'll get there.
Probably. I have zero sleep right now. Probably if you're working out in the morning, you have a higher chance of actually working out in the morning.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because it's one of the first things that you do when you wake up. That way you get into a rhythm. You can't put it off. Say, hey, I'll go later. It's like, nah, go right now. Go in the morning. It'll help you wake up. It'll help boost your immune system.
The fasting as well until after.
Oh, yes.
So you wake up, you're not eating immediately.
Yeah. That helps.
Makes sense.
Yeah. And I mean, a lot of studies regarding health.
Hello, Marty.
will help save off that cancer, but I think this is something that maybe we should take into consideration a little bit. Oh.
He's not gonna stop unless I pick him up.
So it's saying between 8 and 10 a.m.
That's impossible for me.
Not for me. I get mine at 9 usually if I'm not working at 6 a.m.
He still smells like lavender.
I can smell it from here. It smells amazing. Oh.
Are you okay there, man?
He's purring.
Oh, we have a second one here, though.
We do, yeah. Although Marty is also great news today.
Yeah. Let's get him closer to the microphone. That way he can play a cameo. Listen to that purring.
So our next good story is...
So special lighting.
Oh.
Helps in nursing home.
I think we've talked about special lighting before, haven't we?
Mostly red light, infrared,
Yeah.
near spectrum.
Yeah.
But this is a little different, so let's dive on into it. I actually didn't get a chance to read this one.
That's okay.
Because you guys walked in just as I was getting to it.
With pots, by the way.
Yes, all that pot. Speaking of pot, the doctor asked me if I consumed cannabis.
Oh.
I said for sleep.
So yeah, what's this one saying about the lights?
I'm trying to get to the actual stuff here.
Team 7 researchers who studied the use of tuned LED light at
99-bed nursing home in Sacramento.
Yo,
Participating in a
Sacramento's
pilot
really
lighting installation by Sacramento Municipal Utility District. and the U.S. Department of Energy, Pacific Northwest National Laboratory. That is a mouthful. Why do people need long names?
That is so long. But yes, so you know how your phone has blue light, right?
Yep.
And that's what keeps you awake. Well, LED red light, pretty sure would have the opposite effect, and I think that's what we're talking about here.
The tuned lighting brightened corridor lighting in the day and dimmed it during the night. The static condition mimicked the fluorescent lighting in place at the utility prior to installation of tunable fixtures. The study spanned the period of December 2018 to March 2019. That's not a bad time for
No, not
So
bad at all.
basically
4
just
months.
got darker closer to the end of the day
Yeah.
instead of having the bright fluorescent all the time. So yeah, like you're saying,
Yeah.
similar to having a blue light filter
Mm.
to remove blue light. Like it's just a lot less harsh on your eyes at night.
Yeah, exactly. Definitely help you sleep. So I think that's pretty cool. Actually, I should look into getting a blue light filter for my phone.
You have an iPhone. So I actually always have the blue light filter enabled on my phone.
Oh, you do? Okay,
Yeah.
so it's not harsh on your eyes.
Yeah, because I don't like the bright blues. Like also all of my monitors
Yeah, dark
are
green.
actually, I have the blue lights filters enabled on them.
Okay, nice.
So that I don't, it's not as intense as what I have on my phone, but it's still, I'm more on the red spectrum rather than the blue spectrum.
Right.
And I've done that like whenever I got into computer programming
Okay.
because of spending large amounts of time
Yeah, on your
sitting on a
yeah.
computer. Like I could be on a computer for 20 or more hours at a time whenever I get deep into a project.
Yeah. And then you have no problem sleeping because it's not going to be like as.
I have no problem sleeping because I've been awake for over 20 hours.
I mean, that's also related to the job.
And then I usually eat a gummy. Drink a couple pints. I don't mix drugs, guys.
No, of course not.
But yeah, totally do that sometimes. So this 10-year-old boy
Holy.
walked 1,700 miles. How much is that in kilometers?
I think that's.
I'm literally just gonna Google it for everybody. Okay.
2,000 kilometers? Because I know 1 mile is 1.6 kilometers. Okay, so 27,000 or 2,735 kilometers. Or you're literally just googling. Oh, okay.
No, I want to do it from
Oh wow, from
PEI.
is that where?
No. I just want to see in Canadian.
No, I know, but like that's the equivalent because he walked from Italy to England with his
Let's
dad.
go Ottawa first. But I actually plan on doing Manitoba.
That would be nice. So
On foot.
I know from Ottawa
So
to
let's try.
it's definitely longer than that for sure.
Oh, well, it is. That's 1,300.
Yeah, so we got another.
Let's go. What's a good city in Manitoba? Let's go Brandon.
That's me. There we go.
So.
A little bit less than. A little bit less than, because that's 33 or 35.
Thunder Bay.
Is Thunder Bay like right next to the border? Yeah, it's equivalent from walking to Thunder Bay to PEI.
Holy jeez.
532 hours of walking.
That's straight. That's no sleep.
Yeah. As a 10-year-old. He obviously walked a little bit more because we're about 100 kilometers off. But
yeah,
still,
approximately 100 kilometers.
as a 10-year-old, to walk from Italy to England with his dad, and what was the reason again?
To hug his grandma.
Whoa! Wow. Little Romeo Cox.
But what was the actual reasoning?
Uh,
There were no flights.
Does it? Just
Yeah.
No flight, so he decided to.
They couldn't fly, so they're like, dang it, let's just walk. Oh, and he's got the name of Romeo.
Yes, he does.
That explains the resolve.
Granny.
So one might say he didn't let any barriers get in his way.
Ho-ho! There we go. Transition into topic of the day, which is breaking down your barriers. Well, firstly, you have to know what your barriers are, how to identify them, and then break them down to be a better human being. So, Travis, let me ask you this. What are you afraid of? Seriously.
Fear itself.
So, one way to combat fear.
Commitment?
There you go. So, to combat your fear of commitment, you must, one, be in a commitment, or in a committed relationship with somebody. Therefore, you're not scared of it anymore. See how that works?
No, totally didn't help me. But I get your point.
You get my point? Someone's afraid of heights, they're going to climb.
Mount Everest.
Extreme cases, yes, to get over the fear of heights.
I'd probably do like rock climbing or something instead.
Yeah, for sure. Maybe climb that second flight of stairs that you're always too afraid to go up.
I use an elevator, okay?
Oh, man. Elevators are great.
They lift me up when I'm down.
Nice.
Wait,
So-
this isn't dad joke time.
So, question. Thor's hammer, Mjolnir.
Mhm.
Is the elevator worthy if it goes up with the hammer in the elevator?
We're gonna have to test this.
Somehow get a magical hammer and put it in an elevator shaft?
Some people might say I do have a magical hammer. Only the worthy may lift it. But yes, we definitely have to test that. But yeah, so we're on the topic of breaking down the barriers. Sometimes it takes a hammer to break down a barrier.
I mean, sure. Definitely.
What kind of barriers have you had in terms of fitness?
Oh, man. Well, I was overweight. And I was a smoker. So I had to drop the weight and get my lungs back in working order by quit smoking and doing a lot of cardio, which sucks. No, it doesn't. Cardio's great. But yeah, so just like,
This guy.
you know, being in that mindset of like, okay, I'm unhealthy. How do I get there? And honestly, the first step is literally stepping into a gym or stepping on the road, go for a walk or whatnot, what have you. And just, yeah, I lived probably a good 30-minute walk away from work, so I walked every day to work at one point.
That's smart.
Yeah, walk there, walk back. I did like a 2 to 12 shift kind of thing. So my midnight, I was just like walking home for a half hour. Plus it's dark out, scary. I live in a sketchy neighborhood, so it made me walk faster, burn off more fat.
Walking right past McDonald's, perfect time to stop and get a protein break.
I mean, I lived in Petawawa at the time, so McDonald's was at the other end of the city.
Lucky.
But I did live right across from the Dairy Queen. Well, I worked right across from the Dairy Queen in Petawawa, so I worked at a Shoppers Drug Mart.
Wait, were you working there whenever I was there, like every other day?
I don't remember. This was back in like 2014.
Yeah, I totally lived there, right across from there. And my friend Bethany worked there as well.
At the Shoppers or the
Shoppers.
what was the last name?
No, we're not going to talk
I
about
can't.
last
I know,
names.
but off camera we'll talk about this.
Yeah, anyways, so that's a good way to start getting into shape.
Yeah.
So I got a question. It's actually very serious.
Okay.
So what happens whenever you finally make that commitment to going to the gym every day? You're making it there, not only just once, but multiple times a day, just to burn off some steam.
Sure.
you're getting into shape, you're reaching all your fitness goals, and then a global pandemic hits.
Oh man.
So that's a pretty big barrier when all the gyms are closed.
It is.
How would you overcome said barrier?
Personally, I was fortunate enough to have my parents live half hour's drive away from me, and they had a treadmill in their basement. So I just morphed their basement into like a little circuit fitness center for myself. So at that time, I managed to stay in shape. Actually, lost 15 pounds doing that itself. So that's how I did it personally. Other people may have gone for hikes, walks. There's outdoor gym equipment around their area, so they could have used that for sure. There's a lot of hiking trails, a lot of walking trails, so people have managed to stay in shape during quarantine. And the pandemic, most of it is outside, so you don't have to worry about anything happening with COVID and all that. So yeah, but then other people not so fortunate, right? Because our gym closed down, therefore their membership can be used. So not everyone was as lucky as I was, and you know the old saying, the college 15, where you gain 15 pounds.
The COVID 15.
COVID 15. A lot of people are gaining 15. 20,
I did the COVID
pounds.
2-4 personally.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
2010.
Some of the barriers that I used to face whenever it came to fitness specifically was those people you don't like to see when you go to the gym.
Oh man, there's so many.
Yeah, like they just they take up all the equipment. They just make you feel bad about yourself because they're always staring at you.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're very loud. Like that used to bother me a lot more than it does now. Like still sometimes I'm raging because some dude's doing supersets in a gym and you're trying to like make it through your workout too.
Yeah.
But they just keep on stumbling in the way.
Right.
But how would you deal with something like that as a first-time gym goer?
First-time gym goer, man, it is very intimidating going to a situation like that. The best thing that you can really do is make yourself a program, or I can help you with that if you need it. Just make yourself a program that involves either body weight or maybe a resistance band, something that you can carry around with you. That way you don't have to get in the way of machine use or dumbbell use. Mm-hmm. Or if you do have a couple dumbbells, just bring everything that you need to one spot and then do your circuit that way. Just kind of stay in one corner of the gym. Focus on yourself. Loud music, headphones, that way you kind of drown out everyone in the room, and just make sure you really get into that mindset and that zone where you just focus on yourself. Make sure that you are being healthy and you can concentrate mentally on just, okay, this is my first time. Not everything is going to go the way I plan. So just keep that in mind. Not everything is going to go the way that you plan. Someone might be using a piece of equipment that you intended to use it, go around it, and then come back to that piece of equipment when it's usable, right? So not everything has to be in line right away. You can like move around with it, make it fun, you know? Just have a mindset that you're going to get this done. Today's going to be your day and no one else can stop you.
What about bringing a friend along with you?
Oh, that's even better. Someone to help motivate you. Maybe you can motivate them. Just feed off of each other, and it's one of those things. That way you don't have to sit alone, count your watch. Okay, it's 30 seconds. Go. No, you can alternate back and forth. It makes it real quick. You can interact with your friend as well. Have conversations, or if they're the screaming type, they can scream at other people for you. So you know. It's just, yeah, having a friend for your first time is probably the best way to do it. That way you get comfortable going on a regular basis, and then eventually when that friend is off doing whatever they need to do, you're not going to be stuck worrying about your workout. You're going to be comfortable, you're going to be confident, and then you're going to go out and crush it.
What about women trying to break through to the gym barrier?
I get a lot of women in my workplace, and they don't like the constant staring, gym maybe ever. They don't know where to start. Maybe they just, because of society, girls need to work on being slim and fit, and they don't want to lift weights, so they just do cardio on a treadmill for 15 minutes and go home. But that's not true. Like, everyone could benefit from using weights and using machines and dumbbells, and anything goes for any amount of fitness. You just have to pick a spot that works for you and work your way up. Everyone's got to start somewhere, and that's like my biggest point, that everyone needs to start somewhere. So do not be ashamed if you start at 3-pound dumbbells for bicep curls.
I do it all the time.
Oh,
I
yeah.
only curl the 3-pounders.
only 3-pounders don't want to get too big, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Don't want to scare people away.
Exactly. So yeah, just if you're going into the gym, regardless of gender, and you don't want that judgment, then there's always someone that's going to be there to help make you feel comfortable, whether it's a staff member, bring a friend, someone that you trust, that you know goes there, go with them on a regular basis. That way you can feel more comfortable going.
Do you know any places where you can bring a friend for free?
I can. It's called my job. I work at a Planet Fitness, and we have a membership called the Black Card membership, and if you get the Black Card membership, you can bring a friend for free.
Good to know.
It is good to know. I use it all the time.
I'm going to push a button here.
Oh, dad joke generator? Uh-oh, I can't see this. I can't see this. Is it working yet? Oh, he's got one.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to go to page view here just because it's that cool.
Okay, cool.
I was wondering why the baseball was getting bigger. Then it hit me.
Classic.
What happens when I press the button again?
Oh.
When my son told me to stop impersonating a flamingo, I had to put my foot down.
That one's good.
Once you've seen one shopping center, you've seen them all.
Mall.
I didn't like my beard at first, then it grew on me.
Nice, that one's for me. Thanks, appreciate that one.
I'm starting to grow it back again. I'm thinking of a reason to go to Switzerland. The flag is a big plus.
Nice, because it's a...
Yeah, I think we're done here.
Yeah, we're done?
Yeah. This was on CNN. I don't exactly agree with them, but you know what? The dad joke generator is on point.
I like it. I like it a lot. Well, thanks, Travis, for helping me break down some barriers today.
Oh, I'm hoping we get to cross this fence.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're out there, first time gym goer, or even first time working out, let me know if I can help. If there's any tips that you need from me or even Travis, we can always comment back and tell you to ignore the haters.
Hey, there's a lot of people who hate me at the gym, but I'm that loud guy in the corner. Just dropping all the weights,
Dropping them threes.
Checking out everybody that walks past me. Definitely that guy.
Oh, of course. Man.
This one day, I grabbed all the 45-pound weights, and I threw them on the leg press machine. And every time somebody asked me for a weight, I was just like, no, man.
Wow.
You got to get as jacked as I am first. Yeah.
I feel like that wasn't you, that was someone else. Because that's happened a few times. Oh, also put your weights back. That's like a number one pet peeve of mine.
Oh, and I never wipe down the machines after I'm done with them.
Dude.
I feel like everybody should just smell and feel my sweat all over their bodies. Yeah, it's a great thing. Yeah. I also walk around the gym without a mask on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, this is what not to do with Travis.
A new segment, what not to do. I'll stop recording now.
Sounds good.